Hello, everybody. I am live again for another sunset. Yesterday we had a glorious sunset. What is this? Wednesday, the 5th of June. We had a hot day today here in Arizona. I think it was only 95 degrees, which is actually not that hot, especially for June. It felt really hot. I went for a nice walk in the late afternoon, and it was quite warm. It was a little bit of a difficult walk. But we have this lovely breeze. There's my little friendly tree over there, and he's moving around. I guess this is a better. There we go. You can kind of see the breeze there. So we have this lovely breeze. And it's probably around 85 degrees right now. It's about 7:25, 7:30. And we're past sunset. There wasn't really anything going on in the sky. We don't really have a lot of clouds right now. So I thought I'd just go ahead and kind of show you what we got going on. Now it looks really pretty over here. Let's see. We had some color over there by the mountains, but not really coming through. So we have a little bit of a boring sunset today. So nothing earth shattering or mind blowing today, but it was quite lovely. And it's just a really pretty late spring, warm day. So I'll just go into nightfall here. I probably should have actually come on a bit later, then we could transition into nightfall a little bit more. But I went live yesterday because we did have a really pretty sunset, really pretty sky. And then I came out again towards midnight just to look at the moon, because the moon, even though it's only a half moon right now, it was so bright and so distinct, and it came down right in between these two houses, and so it was just a really kind of an eerie feeling. I don't know why. It's not like it was full or anything, but it just had such a presence. And I'll have to do a little bit more analysis on, because I guess we're in Gemini for our moon cycle, and I wanted to see how the moon in Gemini is kind of affecting us right now. But so I don't have any insights in it, but I'll look into it more, because I want to find out why there's why I'm having this feeling of affinity for it. I mean, June is my birth month, so it could have something to do with that. So yeah, so maybe that's what it is I'm in tune with this time period and with the moon cycles. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today's sunset. I have not posted to my other channel, my Feldenkrais channel. But I'm actually working on some awareness through movement exercises, And I actually want to release a digital product, a series of awareness through movements related to um, basically grounding the nervous system. And I think, like right now, this time, well, this generation, I should say, this generation, which is affecting everybody who's alive right now, um, I think everybody is and myself included, we're all kind of in a quasi dissociative state. um, and there's this hesitation to kind of drop into the body. I think everybody's wanting to remain in some ways outside of the body in a dissociative state, basically. And so the awareness through movement exercises that I want to come up with, they're designed to bring us back into the body in a more comfortable way, really tapping into our body so that we can be a little bit more effective in our selves and our beings. Um, Dissociation, it's not necessarily a bad thing all the time, but it's a form of escape. And I think people are tending to veer that way because of the difficulties that are kind of associated with being in the body, which are a million things. So I'll try to post something there related to Feldenkrais and movement and awareness and all those types of things. So hopefully there'll be something there for everybody to check out soon. So. All right, well, I'm probably going to leave it at that because there really isn't too much to see in our sky here. It's just a grayish sky. Hello there in the chat. Hi. Welcome to my sunset, which kind of is nothing jazzy going on, but hello, welcome. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have for you guys. I don't think I'm gonna wait till nightfall. It's gonna take too long. But yeah, nothing crazy today, but we'll see what happens tomorrow. Maybe we'll have a storm or something that comes through. I'm really hoping for an early monsoon because these 95-degree afternoons are quite intense. So we'll see. We'll see. We're known for 110 or 12 or 13 or 14. I have a feeling because it has been such a mild spring that we're not going to get to those higher numbers. I think we're going to have a pretty mild summer. But I don't know. We'll see. All right. Well, that's pretty much it. Thank you for anybody who hopped in here. And I will try to get some stuff over on the Feldenkrais channel. For those of you interested in bringing together the mind and the body and being super effective with that coalescence, I'll say. One of the things that I'll just say this real quick, but one of the analogies that I've been using on several occasions just to kind of help people to understand how to make connections while still maintaining boundaries. I really like the horse and rider analogy where, if you're learning how to ride a horse, you're taking your riding lessons or whatever, you're you understand that you are a separate entity from the horse, and that boundary is pretty clear. It's always maintained, and there's no confusion about it. You're never going to merge in actuality with the horse. But your riding instructor might encourage you to develop a relationship that's similar to merging. They might encourage you to become one with your horse, feel how your horse feels, go into some sort of empathic connection with the horse and merge with it in some way to be more effective in your union as a rider and a horse. So because there's an actual physical barrier and a physical boundary preventing that from actually really happening, it's really easy for you to explore merging with the horse to become a better rider. There's never any fear of you actually becoming one with the horse in reality. But in the spiritual planes, that physical barrier doesn't exist. And so in some ways, you have to build a higher level of discernment in the spiritual realms to maintain that boundary, because there is no physical boundary like it is in this reality to keep you separate from the thing that you're making this connection with. So that's what you're developing, is that level of discernment, how to maintain a separate identity from something where there are no physical boundaries. So I'll just leave it at that. And, if anybody is listening or whatever, anybody watches this later, it's an interesting analogy and an interesting contemplation. The boundaries that are clear and understandable, that we don't have to maintain ourselves because our reality maintains them for us. And then the boundaries that don't exist, that we have to maintain energetically. There's a difference. There's a similarity and there's a difference in terms of how much skill is required to do those two different things. So, okay, well, thanks for anybody who hopped in on this live, and I will talk to you all another time. All right, bye.